Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Mathonics. Today we are moving into exercise 3.5. Okay, in exercise 3.5 we are going to learn a method called cross multiplication method. First, initially what we have to do is check whether the equation has a unique solution or not. Because for infinitely many solutions or no solutions, we cannot apply this method to find the solution. Only when the two equations have a unique solution, we can use various methods to find the x and y values. Okay, let's start. First, initially what we have to do is check whether the given two equations have unique or infinitely or no solutions. For that, let us consider a1 as 1, b1 is minus 3 and c1 is minus 3. Then a2 is 3, b2 is minus 9, c2 is minus 2. Next, what we have to do is check the values of a1 by a2 is 1 by 3, b1 by b2 is minus 3 by minus 9. So minus minus gets cancelled and 3 and 9 gets cancelled and we get 1 by 3. c1 by c2 is equal to minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by minus 2. So minus minus gets cancelled and we getting 3 by 2. Here you can see that a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 but is not equal to c1 by c2. So this equation has no solution. So therefore we cannot apply the cross multiplication method. Let's move on to next question. Here we are going to check whether the equations have what kind of solution. So a1 is 2, b1 is 1, c1 is 5. A1 is equal to 3, A2 is equal to 3, B2 is equal to 2, C2 is equal to 8. Now let's check. A1 by A2 is equal to 2 by 3. B1 by B2 is equal to 1 by 2. C1 by C2 is equal to 5 by 8. Here you can see that A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2, which is in turn not equal to C1 by C2. Therefore, the solutions have, therefore the equations have unique solution. So now here we can use the cross multiplication method. To use the cross multiplication method, we have to bring everything to one side. So the equation is changed as 2x plus y minus 5 equal to 0. And then 3x plus 2y minus 8 equal to 0. Now we are going to apply the method. What we have to do is we have to write the coefficients of y first. So 1, 2. Then the constant terms minus 5, minus 8. And then the x terms 2, 3. And then again the coefficient of y 1, 2. So here x, y, 1. Okay. Now what we have to do is x divided by, we have to multiply these two first. Minus 8 into 1 is minus 8 minus, and then these two terms. 2 into minus 5 is minus 10, which is equal to y by 3 into minus 5 is minus 15 minus minus 8 into 2 is minus 16, which is equal to 1 divided by 2 into 2 is 4, 3 into 1 is 3, so minus 3. Now we have to simplify this. X by minus 8, minus into minus is plus, so minus 8 plus 10 is 2. Y divided by minus 15 plus 16 is 1 equal to 1 by 4 minus 3 is 1, so 1 by 1. Now what we have to do is, to find the x and y values, we have to equate it to this fraction. So x by 2 is equal to 1 by 1. When we cross multiply, we are getting x is equal to 2. Similarly, we are going to equate these both. So y by 1 is equal to 1 by 1. So when we cross multiply, we are getting y is equal to 1. So therefore, x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 are the solutions for this equation. Now let's move on to next question. Here, for what values of a and b does the equations have infinite number of solution? We have to find the values of a and b such that this both equations have infinitely many number of solutions. We know that to have an infinitely many number of solution, a1 by a2 should be equal to b1 by b2, which should be equal to c1 by c2. When this condition is satisfied, then both equations will be having infinitely many number of solutions. So let's check what are a1, a2 here. So a1 is 2, b1 is 3 and c1 is 7. a2 is equal to a minus b, b2 is equal to a plus b and c2 is equal to 3a plus b minus 2. Now what we have to do is equate a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2 and then form an equation, and then b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. So using this we will form another equation and solve the both equations to find a and b values. So first we have to do is equate a1 by a2 equal to b1 by b2. So 2 divided by a minus b is equal to 3 divided by a plus b. So when we cross multiply this, we are getting a plus b into 2 is equal to 3 into a minus b. So 2a plus 2b is equal to 3a minus 3b. So when we take everything to one side, we are getting 3a minus 3b minus 2a minus 2b. So 3a minus 2a is a, 3b minus 3b minus 2b is minus 5b. So this is our first equation. That is a minus 5b equal to 0 is our first equation. Then we have to move on to b1 by b2 equal to c1 by c2. So b1 by b2 is nothing but 3 by a plus b and c1 by c2 is 7 by 3a plus b minus 2. So when we cross multiply, we are getting 3 into 3a plus b minus 2, which is equal to 7 into a plus b. Here when we multiply it inside, 9a plus 3b minus 6 is equal to 7a plus 7b. So when we bring everything to one side, 9a plus 3b minus 6 minus 7a minus 7b equal to 0. So 9a minus 7a is 2a plus 3b minus 3b is minus 4b and minus 6 equal to 0. This is our second equation. Let us solve these equations by using cross multiplication method. So what we have to do is write first the coefficients of b term. So minus 5 minus 4 and then constants. Here it is 0 and here it is minus 6, and then the a coefficient of a, so 1 2, and then again b coefficient of b minus 5 and minus 4. So this is going to be our a, this is going to be our b, and this is 1. So a divided by minus 6 minus 5 is plus 30 minus 0, which is equal to b by 2 into 0 is 0 minus minus 6 into 1 is minus 6 equal to 1 by minus 4 minus 2 into minus 5 is minus 10. So a by 30 equal to b by 6 equal to 1 by minus 4 plus 10 is plus 6. So to get the values of a, what we have to do is a by 30 is equal to 1 by 6. So when we cross multiply, we are getting a is equal to 5. Similarly, when we equate these both terms, we are getting b is equal to 1. So a is equal to 5 and b is equal to 1 are the solutions, so that both equations get infinitely many number of solutions. Let's move on to next question. A part of monthly hostel charge is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days they take the food. Student A actually takes the food for 20 days and she pays 1000 rupees. Then student B takes food for 26 days and pays 1180 rupees as the hostel charges. So we have to find what is the fixed charge and the food per day cost. Okay, let's consider fixed charge as X and cost per day for food as Y. So now what we have to do is consider this A student. She takes food for 20 days. So some fixed charge plus 20 days into cost of the food, she had paid totally 1000 rupees. So this is our equation 1. Similarly, student B pays some fixed charge plus 26 days into the cost of food per day. She has to pay totally 1180 rupees. Now we are going to use cross multiplication method. So here what we'll do is write the coefficient of y, and then actually we have to bring everything to one side. So this becomes minus and this becomes minus. So minus 1000 minus 180 and then coefficient of x and then again 20, 26. So x, y and 1. Now x divided by 20 into minus 1180. So 1180 into 20 0 0 0 0 16 3 2. So 0 0 6 3 2. So 23600 minus 26 into, so minus into minus will become plus. So 26000. Next is minus 23. Okay. Then y divided by minus 1000 plus, because minus into minus is plus, already we are having a minus here, and here the answer is also minus, so minus into minus plus 1180 equal to 1 divided by 26 minus 20. Now when we solve x is so we have to subtract these both terms. So 23600 0 0 5 10, so 4 2, so 2400 equal to y by 180 equal to 1 by 6. So now what we are going to do is equate and find x. X by 2400 is equal to 1 by 6. So x is equal to 2400 by 6. When we cancel these both, we are getting 400. Then y is equal, y by 180 is equal to 1 by 6. So y is equal to 180 by 6. So y is equal to 30. So therefore the fixed charges x is equal to 400 rupees and the cost per day is 30 rupees. Let's move on to next question. Place A and B are 100 km apart on a highway. One car starts from A and another from B at the same time. If the cars travel in the same direction at different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, they meet in 1 hour. That is, if they travel in the opposite direction, they will be meeting in 1 hour. What are the speeds of the car? So we don't know what are the speeds. So let us consider the speed of car A as x and speed of car B as y. Same direction. If they travel in same direction, then we have to subtract the speeds. If they travel in different direction, we have to add their speeds. Also, we need to know the formula. Distance is equal to speed into time taken. So this is the basic formulas we need to know to solve this equation. Here they are telling that A and B are 100 meter apart. If the cars travel in the same direction, they will meet in 5 hours. So the distance is 100 kilometer. We don't know what are their speeds. If they are traveling in the same direction, then we have to subtract their speed and then they will be meeting in 5 hours. So the time taken is 5. So here I can bring this 5 this side. So x minus y, when I cancel, I am getting x minus y is equal to 20. So x minus y minus 20 equal to 0 is my first equation. Next, what we have to do is, the distance is 100 kilometers. The speed is x plus y when it is in when they are towards each other, that is traveling opposite direction. and they meet in 1 hour, so into 1. So x plus y minus 100 equal to 0 is my second equation. Now we have to solve both these equations by cross multiplication method. So 1 minus 1, this minus 1, 1, and then minus 20 minus 100, and then 1, 1, minus 1, 1. So this is x, y, 1. So x divided by 100, minus 100 into minus 1 is 100, minus into minus 20 equal to y divided by minus 20 minus minus 100 equal to 1 divided by 1 minus minus 1. So this is x by 120, this is y by 80, this is 1 by 2. So x by 120 is equal to 1 by 2, which implies x is equal to 120 by 2. So which implies x is equal to 60 kilometer per hour, and y by 80 is equal to 1 by 2, which implies y is equal to 80 by 2, which implies y is equal to 40 kilometer per hour. So the speed of car A is 60 kilometer per hour and speed of car B is 40 kilometer per hour.